Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. As promised earlier, or as mentioned earlier, promising is a bad idea. You should not promise. You should never do that unless you are intuitively aware of the end from the point at which you are promising. Okay. You should not promise unless you know the end from the point at which you promise. And I took the cards back out, I'm not sure why. I mentioned in our angel number readings, the card that came out is Apophis, okay? And for recollection, okay, in our angel number readings each morning, we pull one Egyptian oracle card, okay? This is the number 34. That is a 7. Darkness, okay? And you see the snake, again, the thing that stood out to me was infinity, okay? Also at the bottom here, it looks like in and out. You see the doors? Those look like doors. See that? Okay? In the door, out the door. So something is leaving that was here temporarily, because there's not a lot of space between these two doors. Okay? Okay. So we see third eye protection. Archangel Michael for many of us. Okay. Again, that's Horus. That's what that represents. See the hawk head also. So, I mentioned I wanted to look a little bit more into this and share with us what this really is, because if you are a divine feminine or divine masculine, you're in that place. You've ascended. You are ascending. You know who you are. You're functioning in your role. You are stepping into that place. You've gone through the dark night of the soul, ego death, and that sort of thing. All right. So, or you feel as if you are on the precipice of that, perhaps. Okay. 3 minutes exactly when I looked over at the timer, and so. When looking at this this deity, okay, this energy, okay, because that's all that it all is, okay, it's just energy. And so, again, goes by a couple of different names. Apep, okay, Apophis, which is the name that I am referencing most often, okay, and that's Greek, okay. In ancient Egypt, it was Aapep, so Apip, I'm guessing, okay? And so, yeah, all right? So this is an ancient Egyptian deity, okay? So this is, again, part of all the energy that's been coming at us for so long, 4 minutes exactly. All of the energy that's been coming at us for so long, okay? All of the karmic energy, okay? This is the embodiment of it. Okay, it represents chaos. We'll find that out. Okay, so this ancient Egyptian deity who embodied darkness and disorder was thus the opponent of light and Mayat. Ra was the bringer of light. I am the son of Ra. And hence the biggest opposer of a peep, whatever. Okay? 444 on the clock. So, this journey was always in me, is what I'm hearing. So your journey was always in you. Your journey was always in you. Okay? Don't run from it. Because it's only going to continue to chase you. Because whatever divine source puts out does not come back empty. So it might take you 45 lifetimes to get it right. It took me 10. Okay? This is the final descent. I will not be coming back here in flesh form. All right? So, and man, my crown chakra was just like, so, so anyway, yes, so because Ra was the solar deity, sun, okay, Amun-Ra, and then Amun got with Ra, Amun-Ra, and created, and we have Amun-Ra, okay, bringer of light, and thus the upholder of Mayat. I've known for some time that I'm closely related, connected to Ptah, Sekhmet, Mayat, and Horus, specifically, right? Or strongly. Those are the ones that are the strongest, I guess, on the most consistent basis, I guess, or whatever, right? So, Apep was, and again that's APEP, was viewed as the greatest enemy of Ra. What is the greatest enemy of divine source? Lucifer, Jezebel. Again, it's a masculine-female energy. There's always a masculine and female energy, okay? Most High functions, right, in energy. Guess who Lucifer is? Whatever that other energy is. If Most High functions in mainly masculine energy, Lucifer is the feminine energy. If Most High functions mainly in the divine feminine energy, then Lucifer is the masculine energy that was once divine. Okay? Much like many of the people that we interact with. Okay? That we come into their lives either to learn another lesson for ourselves or to show them, right, and be karma or be healing or what have you in their lives. I know for me, I show up for 3 reasons: to heal, to expose, or as karma. Okay? And of course, you could go through the cycle of all 3 of those with one relationship, but that's why I show up in people's lives. No matter what type of relationship it is. It could be a business relationship. The reason why, I was going to tell a story, the reason why I show up is for that. Okay? And again, they could be for my own lessons. Right? And thus was given the title Enemy of Ra. Also, Lord of Chaos. This is the card that came out today in our angel number reading. And I think in the video, I think in the journal video that I posted a little while ago, I said, instead of angel card reading, I said tarot card reading, and I was cracking up. I was just laughing when I heard that, because I listened to what I recorded. I was just cracking up, and I'm just... Also, I can tell that the water has broken. That's what I just heard. The water broke. Her water broke. The water broke. 9 minutes exactly. The water broke. Water broke on the dam. Okay? So people might be saying dam. The water break, right? Indication the child is ready to be birthed. The new thing, the new level, the new ascension, the new place, the new territory, the new occupation, the fully walking in the grandiose purpose for which you were birthed here, right? Not man's idea of whatever that should look like. 9:33 when I said that and looked over. So that's what I just heard. The water broke. The water broke. That video that I just posted, I just got done listening to it myself already has. And for me, again, I have 75 subscribers on the channel currently. Thank you very much. I love you all. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And of some 75 subscribers, in 10 minutes of that video posting, I had 8 views and 4 likes. So something over in Florida has broken. The water has broken. The dam has broken. Because that's the hub of all of this shit going on. Despite the sperm donor and all of that energy concentrated in the Midwest, Detroit, Ohio, Illinois, right? Chicago area, like all up there, right? Those are the main hubs. Those 2 are the main, right? And then, of course, there are people who are associated with him all over, sprinkled all over the country, right? Relatives I'm unaware of. Confirmation burp. So, the Lord of Chaos was seen as a giant snake or serpent, leading to such titles as Serpent from the Nile and Evil Dragon. Some elaborations said that he stretched 16 yards in length. We found out how important 11:22 on the timer, and we're talking about the number 16. We know 16 and the significance between me being a sun Sagittarius and that sun Scorpio. Actually, she's a double Scorpio that I was dealing with for the last 5 years. Energetically dealing with. Okay? Yep, maybe 6 years. I met her in 18, actually. Okay? So, she might have been aware of me even before that. I have no clue. Again, it's witchcraft. Who knows? And it's karmic energy. So, yeah, they're scheming and all that. I mean, the serpent, quote unquote, was waiting for Eve, right? The Lord of the Chaos was waiting for Eve in the Garden of Eden for eons. You know, he was just sitting there camped out, you know, seeking whom he may devour. That's all he was doing. So, 16, they say it stretched 16 yards in length and had a head of flint. Okay? So, this, I'm going to read about the battle. So this is the energy, again, the energy of the enemy that's coming back to divine masculines and divine feminines, trying to lure them back in. This is the energy that's been trying to withhold your property, your money. These are the energies and energetic forces that have been causing you headache and heartache. 1303, when I look, headache and heartache for generations, for lifetimes. 1313. So, let's read a little bit, okay? Tales of Apophis, battle against Ra, were elaborated during the New Kingdom. And that's a hyperlink. You can click on that to go somewhere else, right? Into the wherever from Wikipedia. Storytellers said that every day a peep must lie below the horizon and not persist in the mortal kingdom. This apparently made him a part of the underworld. In some stories, a peep waited for Ra in a western mountain called Manu, M-A-N-U. I need to be careful not to touch the screen. It's a touch screen. I don't want to close the screen or something. Where the sun set. Okay? And in others, a peep lurked just before dawn in the 10th region of the night. The wide range of a peep's possible locations gained him the title World Encircler. Okay? Hyphenated. World Encircler. It was thought that his terrifying roar would cause the underworld to tremble. Myths sometimes say that Apophis was trapped there because he had been the previous chief god overthrown by Ra. In your Bibles, what they tell you is this is God and this is Satan. And when Apophis, Satan, the Lord of Chaos, decided to go against God, we just said he was overthrown by Ra, the one of the light. Okay? The one of light, the light. Okay? So, Ra, again, here, God. Here, Lord of Chaos, Satan, Lucifer, kicked out of heaven in the Bible. We read right here what the real names of these individuals are, or deities are. Okay? Again, this is why I would put that thing down. I'm talking about the Bible. It was 16 minutes exactly. That's why I would put that down. I would only use that when you are directed to go there. I would not use that as a daily reference or as a complete book to live by. Again, you're talking about the all-knowing one. Why would he only give you 66 books but hold you in such high regard? Consider you a son. Let me ask you a question. In all of the wisdoms that you have gained in this lifetime, perhaps you don't remember other lifetimes. You do. You may not recognize them as past lifetime wisdoms, but you have it. Okay? So in all the wisdoms that you can think about this lifetime that you have gained, some might think it's a lot, some might think it's a little, right? Whatever it might amount to. Would you and have you not attempted to or have shared all of this with your children as much as they would allow you to, as much as you could show them? Would you not want to show and give them everything? Does not your Father in heaven think more highly of you than your biological blood parents, who might be karmic? 1721. Oh, man. Open our eyes, Most High. Open our eyes. So, the coffin texts imply that Apophis used a magical gaze to overwhelm Ra and his entourage. Okay. When I was going through the dark night of the soul, I started addressing my angels and ancestors as my angelic entourage. Right? You have an angelic entourage. You should get to know them. Like to get to know you. Yes, I would. Said I'd like to get to know you if I could. I'd like to get to know you, know you, know. 1818 on the timer. Just saying. Ra was, if you want something, you better start using your throat chakra. Ra was assisted by a number of defenders who traveled with him, including Set. Set, we are familiar, well, you might be familiar with Set, and possibly the Eye of Ra. Apep's movements were thought to cause earthquakes, and his battles with Set may have been meant to explain the origin of thunderstorms. Again, we learn in the book of Enoch through the first, we've been through 80, we're like in the middle of the 89th chapter. In the book of Enoch that we're going over, we know that even thunder and lightning, just like the sun, moon, and the stars, these are portals. These are energetic portals. 1919, when I looked down at the timer, we know that these are energetic portals. Okay, for a moment I forgot the word. I was going like force fields. Yeah, that too. Portals. Okay, and so with these portals, you can go in and out, travel in and out of, just like time traveling, right? You can time jump, right? Esoterically, right? You can meditate and you can travel energetically to other places. This is why people have out-of-the-body experiences. I remember having those. I think my first out-of-the-body, I think I've had two true, right? And that's without stretching any other type of ascension experience. And I've had so many. It would get really, really weird, probably uncomfortably so, if I told you about some of the, yeah, it would probably get a little awkward. So yes, so we can see how man has trained man has trained humans. Okay, and then again, this is going back to Anunnaki, Nephilim, and all of that, and creating giants, and yeah, it's going back to all of that. Okay, man took something that was all-encompassing, all-inclusive, like a resort. It's time for a vacation, a longer vacation. I did a staycation just over the weekend last weekend. It's time for another one. Definitely a couple. Definitely a good. I wouldn't be mad if I stayed like traveling for 2 weeks. I wouldn't be mad before I came back. Passport's ready. So man decided that they were going to condense things down in order to control man. So instead of knowing that you have all this power, that you are these amazing and from beginning to end deities, okay, don't tell you that. Okay, what system can we create that will have man in a worship mode? Okay, in a bow down mode. What can we do? Religion. Okay? Religion, 2222. So, they changed Ra to God or Lord. Lord. Okay? And they give you a different story about a man named Jesus. Never ever enlightening you about 23 minutes when I glanced down went about the esoteric. So they tell you the story about Joseph and how he interpreted the king's dream and then was promoted and became the second in charge of all the nation. And all the nation. He tell you about a butterfly just flew by the window. He tells you that, right? Man does. But what they don't tell you is that Joseph is Archangel Raphael. Or I don't know who Joseph is, deity-wise. But they don't tell you, right? He could be Archangel Raphael. I don't know. Right? They don't tell you that part. They let you believe that it's just a simple man and who was called of God, this one deity. Okay? 24 minutes. Mamba style. Right? And yeah. Then Catholic Church creates this system where you have to tell them, human, all of your woes. So you feel obligated to them. And they started to build this system. And then you have the Masons. You have Eastern Stars. And you have the Illuminati. And you have Skull and Bones. And you have all these things. Okay? Yeah. The dollar bill says a lot and is the bill that has been changed the least since the creation of the U.S. currency. No other bill has been changed fewer times than the dollar. We know the pyramids on there. We know the Illuminati eye, the third eye. We know that, right? And again, we all have a third eye. They use it for witchcraft. But, okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and I think stop there. Okay. All right. A little more. In an annual rite, R-I-T-E, called the Banishing of Chaos, priests would build an effigy, and that is a sculpture or model of a person or deity of Apep that was thought to contain all of the evil and darkness in Egypt. Man, my third eye just said, it was literally like a pop. I bet my skin moved. And burn it to protect everyone from Apep's evil for another year. The Egyptian priests had a detailed guide to fighting Apep, how to get rid of the Lord of Chaos. They had a book, a guide. This is referred to as the Books of Overthrowing Apep, or the Books of Apophis in Greek. The chapters described a gradual process of dishonoring, dismemberment, and disposal, which include spring upon Apep, defiling Apep with the left foot, interesting, taking a lance to smite Apep, fettering Apep, taking a knife to smite Apep, putting fire upon Apep. In addition to stories about Ra's victories. What are the victories? Some of those we have mention of in Scripture. But again, the esoteric ones, the extraterrestrial ones, they left out. They got you thinking that it's all human beingness, and it's not. We have forever been a spiritual being having a human experience whenever we are here. We have never been a human being having a spiritual experience here. Never. All right. I believe the way that I defeated my bloodline, the roar, my bloodline was with the putting fire upon Apep this lifetime. I've been unalived by the karmic energy several lifetimes here on this planet. This is my 10th and final one. Right? And again, I got that directly from Most High during my dark night of the soul. Okay, you will not have to come back here. This is 10th and this is it. 28 minutes exactly that's a 10. I'm not lying. So yeah. Apep was thought to live in the underworld. He was sometimes thought of as an eater of souls. Only Book of the Dead spells 7 and 39 can be explained as, when Ra defeated the chaos snake, explicitly called Apep. In the book of the Dead spells. Eventually, my plan is definitely to get to all of these. It might take the rest of my natural lifetime here to get through all of the lost books and that sort of thing, especially as we continue to unearth things, okay? There are giant bones being discovered here in the U.S. That's nowhere in your newspapers. 2909. There's literally giant bones being discovered right here in the U.S. So this is not like just all overseas or anything. All of this happened, right, before the flood. So the landmass was together. It was one last landmass. Look at a globe. It all fits together. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru. You've been tuned into The Encourager. And right here, Divine Masculines and Divine Feminines is the energy that is going to try to come back in one last time before it is sent to the center of the earth to attempt you because they are jealous about where you are about to go. You see how long that snake is? It can affect a lot of people. See how long it can stretch? What I would like to point out too, see how large these infinity signs are? You see, these are smaller, right? And then here there are none. The mouth is way up there. The door is right there. Deuces, Lucifer, Luciferians, Jezebels. You have no place here. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru, and this is The Encourager.